Hey guys, it's Adam from the Dimensional Game Squad here, bringing you with a new video, which is a ranking video of the fairy types. This was recorded on the same day I did the electric types, and literally a few minutes after I finished recording it. Yeah, I'm probably never going to wear that onesie again, but it was fun while it lasted. Sorry Pikachu, but this onesie is getting a bit too small for me. But every now and then I wear it just for no reason. I'll probably wear it tomorrow for nostalgia reasons because I actually love it so much. But until then, till next time, my friend. Till next time. Pikachu, you'll never be my favorite. You'll never be my favorite Pokemon, but you'll always be my favorite onesie. Okay, so this is the fairy types. This is the next type going alphabetically. And if you remember from my top 10 favorite... Well, no. If you remember from my favorite Pokemon of each type video, which I did with Reese, as much of a monstrosity that video was. Oh, sorry, did you hear that? Yeah, I admit it. I hated doing that video. If you remember, this one was a tie for me. Because I had two favorite fairy types here. But then I saw another Pokemon, another fairy type, which I like just as much. So now I have a top 3 favorite fairy types there. And these 3 can just change multiple times. But I think I'm happy with where it is now. So this is my opinion, like with most ranking videos. But feel free to leave your top 10, top 5, or even top 3 down in the comments below. This is a opinions tolerated channel, and if you think my opinion's wrong, remember, it's my opinion. To me, it's right. To me, your opinions are wrong. So I'm joking. In 13th place we have Shiinotic. Most people don't even know what Shiinotic is. It is like Amoonguss, but more adorable. That's really all I could say, but I remember using it a rare few times, but I don't use it anymore. For its main move being Strength Sap, because it has enough defense where it can take a hit, use Strength Sap, and it heals all its health again once it's taking down your attack, which is pretty damn broken. But it does annoy my opponents. It did annoy Brandon once or twice, but they were able to take it down eventually. That's because I couldn't lower their attack anymore. But I mainly use Shiinotic for its move being Strength Sap, but other than that, it's really not good at all. I just use it for no reason, but yeah. Number 12 is Florges. I'll be completely honest. I've only used this Pokemon once. In my fairy type, I didn't even use it in my fairy type mono run. God, when did I use it? I can't remember. I actually didn't use it. I have used a Florges before, just never in a run of Pokemon. I had it in my fairy type mono team, not a mono run, but it never really stood out. Like, it just blended in with the other fairy types, leaving the rest of the fairy types to do the work for it. Florges is only higher than Shiinotic because the design is a lot better. If I was to say one negative about Florges, it's defense. It's bad. 11th place we have... I was going to say the only legendary on this list, but it's not. Tapu Koko. Obviously the best out of all the Tapus. And apparently the easiest to catch. I call BS. Look, because... okay, according to my mate, I'm not going to say his name because I can't. Same mate who had Rhyperior against the Dedenne. I won with the Dedenne. He said that Tapu Koko was the easiest one to catch, followed by Tapu Lele, Tapu Bulu, and Tapu Fini was the hardest one to catch. Tapu Fini, hardest one to catch. Okay, let's say this. Tapu Koko, 2 attempts for me to catch because it killed itself the first time. Tapu Lele, It took me maybe 20 Ultra Balls. Tapu Bulu, 10. Tapu Fini, 1. It took me 1 Ultra Ball to catch it. And that's not even a joke. You can ask Reese. I think he saw that. I think Reese saw me catch Tapu Fini with 1 Ultra Ball. I asked him to give it the lucky rub, and he did. As bad as it sounds, it actually works. So, okay. But as I said with Zero Aura and Zekrom, I don't use legendaries very often, so that's why it's here. Number 10 or 10th place is Ribombee. I remember using it. It's always been known as that really fast fairy type that does some damage then dies. Its stats aren't great, but I like its signature move being Pollen Puff, which in double battles, when used, can heal your ally, which is good. Well, hopefully it is good. But to the extent of, oh yeah, I'm risking myself to die now. But whatever. But yeah, that's Ribombee. Not really much else good about it. I liked it in its totem battle, but I may have used a corkscrew crash on it, causing it to get one-shotted. So, yeah. I just remember in its totem battle to be probably the easiest thing to go against. Number 9, we have Azumarill. I have used this thing in one team, being the fairy types, and it's always been known as that Pokemon with bad moves, but with bad moves with low power, but does a lot of damage with them because of its ability, Huge Power, which can raise its attack stats, I think, when it's under half health. Or it just boosts the attack stat already. But all I know is it has Bulldoze to lower its opponent's speed, Play Rough and Aqua Tail because they're actually good moves, and I think Brick Break, which is just there to get rid of Reflects and Light Screen whenever they're added on. But with the people I battle, there's really no point. I'm being honest, no one ever uses like those moves, and apart from me, I actually use those moves, no one else does. Okay. 8th place, we have Mimikyu. I'm going to be completely honest, why do people actually like this thing? I like it, but not as much as other people do. Some people are obsessed over this thing. I don't see why people like it. Because it's just a Pikachu wannabe, but it's not. That's really all I can say. I like its ability, which is why it's here, being Disguise. Basically an automatic substitute, and then if you really want to be annoying, just use Substitute on the first turn it's out, then you need to hit it 2 times with no repercussions, and then you can attack it, but then you use Substitute again, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's how it's done. But its moveset is okay. I've never really grown to like this thing, and most of the ones I've gone out on maybe 2 or 3 moves. It has done some major damage to my team, but not enough to be like, oh, I don't like it. It's just there for me. Like, Azumarill is just there, Ribombee is just there, the other 3 are just there because, well, I need honourable mentions. Number 7 is a Pokemon that's here just for its design. Alolan Ninetales. Alolan Ninetales is absolutely gorgeous. It's probably the only Alolan form to actually... I'm going to regret saying this, because I like the original one as well. To maybe look better than its counterpart. Which is saying something, because I like the Kanto Ninetales as well. But Alolan Ninetales is here for its design. Its stats are good, and its moveset is good as well. But I have used it a few times, but it hasn't really stood out to me there. It's only its design that makes it come here, and the fact I actually use it and it does something. But number 6, Xerneas, the last legendary on this list, and Geomancy with the item Power Herb, then Moonblast, spam Moonblast, you won yourself a battle there. This happened. Okay. Reese, Brandon, or Lucas, whoever you want. When I had a legendary battle with you, I always use Xerneas. And I always win with Xerneas. Either by doing enough damage to beat you completely, or to do some where you take me out eventually, but then have the rest of my Pokemon take you down. Xerneas with the Power Herb as the item, using Geomancy, and then Moonblast into Oblivion. You've won yourself a battle. Unless you use a Steel type, then use Thunderbolt or something. I don't know. But Xerneas is the strongest legendary I have. The one that has remained undefeated in the battles is in, just not the... It has lost a few times, but most of the time, undefeated. Rarely loses. When I send this out, it's like, okay, looks like I want to win. Okay, number 5, Togekiss. Now, my Togekiss is bad. Togekiss is at number 5 for the simple reason of how other people's Togekiss, because they have Thunder Wave, then Air Slash with the ability Serene Grace. When you're paralysed, you have a 30% chance in getting paralysed and can't move. When Air Slash is used, you have a 30% chance in not hitting, making it 60% chance of doing nothing. With Serene Grace, it adds another 30%. You then get a 10% chance to hit that Togekiss. Only to find out it doesn't do anything. Only to find out you don't actually take it out. You just do some damage to it. Then you get hit enough to lose your Pokemon. Yeah, god damn it! So it just gets really annoying. And then let's say, there's really no setup move. There's really no setup move that can make you go paralyzed straight away. But if there was a setup move to make your Pokemon you send that next get paralyzed, Togekiss just became that ever so harder to beat. 4th place, we have Dedenne. If you've seen the last video, you know why exactly it's here. But for a brief summary, it looks adorable and it one-shotted a Rhyperior with Sturdy. Enough said, right? Dedenne is weak to ground types and Rhyperior is a ground type and it one-shotted it with Grass Knot. That's pretty damn impressive, and I've never been more... When I first saw that, I screamed so loudly that I burst my own eardrums. So that was like, oh my god! How do you do that? Yeah. But, 3rd place, we have... 3rd place, what do we... okay. I think I'm going to put Primarina. 3rd place is Primarina. Yep. Yo, what are you doing? Why not have Primarina come first? It's like the best Alola starter. That may be. But it's the one I use most often, I'll give you that. But Primarina's here. It's my favourite Alola starter, don't get me wrong. It's just here because I prefer the other 2 more. You're full of bullshit, you know that, don't you? Yeah, I know. Honestly, it's surprised some people actually watch this video, watch these videos. So Populo, without any further ado, please go back to being attached to my bag. Because that's where you belong. Okay? Yeah, okay. Where did that go? Okay. Okay, I thought I landed in the box. Okay, so Primarina is 3rd place. This one could easily be 2nd place or 1st place, but Primarina's 3rd place for the simple reason I haven't had enough time to get used to it yet. And as much of BS as that sounds, the other 2 I use a lot more. But Primarina is here for probably one of the best Z moves it has, and the most copyrighted Z move as well. And the fact that, it has done some major damage on the playthrough teams I had using it. And the mono teams I have with it in. In every team it's in, always does it always takes out at least one Pokemon, or does enough for the next Pokemon just to take it down. But Primarina only does that. Number 2 guarantees at least 2 Pokemon taken down. Number 2 is Gardevoir. Gardevoir always takes down at least 2 Pokemon in each battle it's in. Personal experience, amazing. Always one of the best Pokemon. Mega with a Mega, it just became that much better. And its stats are amazing. Its moveset is amazing, just like Primarina's, just slightly better. And Gardevoir is here because actually its design is amazing. If anything, it looks like it's supposed to look like a princess, and it does. But that is actually not the most princess-like Pokemon there is. The most princess-like Pokemon there is Diancie, Mega or Regular. Gardevoir is always the most princess Pokemon to me. I like it. It's more than Diancie anyway. I hate Diancie. But Gardevoir, great Pokemon. Always really good. Number 1, we have Sylveon. This one remains to be my favourite evolution. And probably my favourite fairy type as well. At the moment it is. It might change. Sylveon's moveset isn't the greatest compared to Gardevoir and Primarina. Okay. But especially with Brandon. Brandon has discovered a great moveset to use with it. That doesn't make it amazing, just makes it annoying. And that moveset consists of Substitute and, I believe, Draining Kiss. I don't know if it is actually Draining Kiss, but all I know is Substitute is there, and every time I take down the Substitute eventually, he uses another one, which makes it more annoying, and he has leftovers on it. So, you can tell that's annoying. The only time Sylveon isn't a challenge to take on is when I either use taunts, where you have to use an attacking move, or I just one-shot it, or have the ability Infiltrator. But with the exception of that, Sylveon remains a great Pokemon. I love its design. It's my favourite design out of all of these fairy types, actually. Debatable with Alolan Ninetales, though, but it has a great design. I love its fabulous colour. And the way that you evolve Eevee into it is probably the most unique thing. And it's pretty easy to understand. You just need to do it right. And, what else can I say about this thing? I liked it in the anime. I really did. It's probably my favourite Pokemon that Serena owned in the anime. Its debut in the anime wasn't great, but when Serena eventually got one, it was amazing. But with that being said, that is the end for this ranking and the end of the videos for today, because tomorrow I have some plans with Lucas, and then the next 2 types will be coming out. Now you're probably wondering why I'm dishing these out very quickly. Simple reason. I need to get these types out for a video that's coming out on my birthday, which I need all these types to be done for it to actually make sense. But with that being said, that's all for this time. If you liked what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the little notification bell down in the corner below. Like I said at the beginning of the video, please leave your own opinion down in the comments below. I always read the comments when I see those comments, and I will see you next time.